Okay, so yesterday I was trying to basically explain like what are the things we are going to be working it out on sales and distribution module. Like there's few more things which I wanted to explain. Okay, now when we talk about this SAP, like most of the people try to call it as SAP, but it's not going to be addressed as SAP. We have an abbreviation maintained for this, and this SAP stands for System, Application, and Products in Data Processing. So that's going to be the full name of SAP. It stands for System Application and Products in Data Processing. And we call this particular application as a German-based software company. Okay, it's a German-based software company. It's not an US-based software company or an Indian-based company. It's a German-based one. Okay, and giving some features of this one, like initially this particular product has been designed by few of the scientists over here. Now all of them were Germans, so that's the reason it has been developed in German language. So like Wellenreuther is one of them. We have Opes, Hector, Leitner, and Chera. These were the people behind working on this particular platform. So they are the one who invented this particular application, and all of them were ex-employees of IBM. Okay, so they were ex-employees of IBM, and all of them were Germans. So that's the reason it has been developed in German language. Developed in German language, and from this particular German language, it has been translated to multiple languages, because there are a lot of countries which doesn't speak German. So they want this application need to be used in their own language. So it has been translated, and it's going to be supporting more than 16 plus languages. So you can log in more than 16 languages, and you can record the transactions. Okay, but initially it has been developed in German language, because as the product got a good demand in the market, so SAP company wanted this application need to be used by all the countries. So that's the reason they have translated it. Okay, and when we talk about the features, like what are the different things SAP is going to be providing the business, because we normally try to address this one as an ERP application. ERP application. Now, when we talk about this ERP, when abbreviation maintained for that, which stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. There's an abbreviation for this. So we call this SAP application as an ERP platform, or the SAP application is going to be addressed as an ERP application, and the business will be using it for recording the transactions. So whatever the transactions carried out in the business, they try to record it in SAP platform over here. Okay. Now, and this is one application where you can run it in multiple languages, and you can record the transaction in multiple currencies as well. In whichever currency you want the transactions need to be carried out, you can do that. Let's say if business is in India and you have a customer in US, so we can issue a billing document in USD, and once customer does the payment in dollars, it can be converted into Indian rupee as well. So multi-currency transactions are going to be supported up over here. There's another feature what we get at, and companies will be using this application for reports. We can generate a lot of reports, because when we talk about sales, what happens, like the sales team will be taking the report on a day basis. So for which product, how much sale has been done, or on a week basis, or for every fortnight. So we can generate a lot of reports over here. So almost there are 5,000 plus standard reports which are available in SAP, 5,000 plus. If these reports are not good enough for the business, we can even develop the reports. Okay, we can take the help of the ABAPA and we can try to write some coding for that, and we can develop the reports over here. So there's another feature what we get it by using this particular application, reports. And another one, interfaces. So we can easily interface this SAP application with the third party tool. Okay, so you can merge this SAP with the third party tool and you can get the information and you can pass the information as well. So that's the reason this is widely used application in the market. Okay, so these are going to be some of the features what SAP is trying to offer us, why people or the big companies want to use this particular product for. And when we talk about this application, here there are few more details over here. So here, when you talk about this one, so it's going to be broadly divided into two segments. We try to call it as a two segments over here, like functional and the technical side of it. We have functional side, we have technical side. Now, what exactly is the difference between functional and technical over here? Simple thing. So people who come from non-coding background, they try to get into the functional modules, non-coding. So no coding experience is required. Whereas if you want to get into the technical side, some coding experience is going to be required over here. Okay. So now let's say marketing people, non-IT background, they're trying to get into the functional side of it. So whereas if you have some experience on IT platform or the coding like C, C++, so you can get into the technical side. And it is not mandatory that everybody need to choose a technical model or the functional model. It depends upon how good are you in understanding the skill set. Okay. Now, whereas in functional, it's going to be broadly divided into three areas. The first area, we call it as logistics. That's the first area under functional. Now, when we talk about this logistics over here, the broader meaning, what we hear in the market related to the logistics, it's going to be dealing with only shipment and transportation. But that is not the case in SAP. This logistics is going to be a combination of multiple modules put together. Now, for example, like SD is one of them. Material management, production planning, customer service, customer relationship management, supply chain management, warehouse management, extended warehouse management, logistic execution, transportation management. So all these are going to be the part of your logistics modules. Okay, all these are part of your logistics. In the same way, we have FICO. That is going to be another one. So we have discussed like what you mean by this FICO, financial accounting and controlling. FICO is going to be another one. And third one is going to be your HR. So people call it as an HR, but this has been replaced by HCM now. We have an HCM consultant, human capital management. So their job role is nothing but taking care of the payrolls, time management, attendance maintenance, recruitment process. That is what this particular team is going to be doing it up. So these are the things which comes under functional side. Whereas when we talk about this technical side, like basically we have a language in SAP by the name ABAP language. Okay, so if you want to develop any particular screen in SAP, or if you want to do any kind of coding, it's going to be carried out on ABAP language over here. Okay, so like we have a consultant working on this particular platform. We call him it as an ABAP. Simple terms, developer. He is going to be the one who will be writing the code. Okay, and the same way we have a basis consultant, basis model. Now, what this basis basis module guy is going to be doing. So he will be the one who will be taking care of your system infrastructure maintenance, SAP system installation, authorization, service establishment. Everything will be taken care by the basis consultant. Sometimes you will be hearing this particular term like server seems to be not working or server is down. So whom to contact is going to be the basis guys. So they are the one who will be making sure the server is running all the time efficiency. Okay, it's good in condition. So basis is going to be the team, and to which user what authorization need to be provided, that also is going to be maintained by the basis consultant. So in real time, like for each user, we don't give permission for all the activities need to be performed. So we try to fix up the roles to which user what functionality need to be provided. So we try to do that one as well. Okay, so that is going to be taken care by the basis consultant. The total system infrastructure maintenance. And we have another module by the name HANA. So we call this one as a database. HANA is going to be addressed as a database. So whatever transactions we carry out is going to be stored in the system on a database. So in case if you're trying to work out with the S/4HANA, which is going to be the modern system of SAP, we use this database. Okay, so database management, we have a separate consultant who will be taking care of it. So we have one more module, BI/BW. There's another technical one which will be doing your data analysis. So once the day-to-day transactions are recorded, they try to analyze all that data and they provide the information. The total data analysis will be taken care by these departments. So like this, again, we have a lot of modules which comes under technical side. So apart from this functional and technical, we have one more, which we try to call it as IS solution. Okay. Now, when we talk about this IS stands for industry specific solution. Industry specific solution. So SAP has designed this application based on industry verticals. Now, we have a separate solution designed for the pharma sector, for the retail sector, okay, for the banking sector, for oil and gas, for mill industry, for milk industry, for real estate. We have a separate solution provided. So you can use that particular solution and you can work it out as well. Okay, so like this, we have a lot of solutions provided in SAP based on industry verticals. So if you want to work out with the IS solution, it's mandatory that you need to have a good knowledge with one of the functional modules. Then only you can work with the IS solutions. Otherwise, you can't. So like this, we have more than 160 plus modules available in SAP. It's not that we are trying to work out with only few of the modules. We have 160 modules to focus on. Okay. So that's how it works out. So we are trying to work on sales and distribution, but in real time, so you can't limit yourself saying that you are going to be working only in one area. We need to get hands-on experience. So we try to learn different modules when we start working on a project, and we try to gain the experience as well. Okay. Now, talking about the two things which I wanted to explain over here before we get into the details of the subject. Now, before that, are you able to follow this one till now? What I try to explain, these things are seems to be clear. Okay. Now, moving ahead over here. Now, what we need to do. Now, I just try to introduce two terms which we try to call it as a client and an implementation partner. So who will be called as a client? What is going to be their job role? Okay. Now, client is nothing but the one who uses SAP application. Who uses SAP application to record day-to-day transactions. So whatever transactions are carried out in the business, they try to record that into SAP. Now, when we talk about this day-to-day transactions over here, now what do you mean by it? Okay, it can be related to the sales, or it can be related to the inventory, or it can be related to the production, payments, everything. Okay, now we have some terminologies over here. Now they try to record, we have two set of data. We call it as a transaction data, and second one is the master data. These are the things what client is going to be recording it. Now, again, we try to discuss these things after a couple of minutes, what you mean by this. I'm just trying to give you some knowledge what you mean by this day-to-day transactions. So they are the one who will be recording all the transaction data and the master data. So who will be called as a client? So there are a lot of manufacturing companies which are using SAP application. So we have some trading companies as well. And we have some service-oriented companies as well. Okay, so I'm just trying to take the names of the companies which are presently using this application for their business. So Pepsi, Coke, BMW, Audi company. We have Patanjali, Tata Group, Reliance Group, okay, Sun Pharma, Reddy's Lab, Walmart supermarkets, or the D-Mart supermarkets, or the Spencer supermarket, Big Bazaar. So all such kind of companies are using SAP platform. Okay, they want each and every transaction need to be getting recorded. So these companies, we try to call them as a client. It's not going to be the IT companies. Okay, now we have second terminology. We call it as implementation partners. So implementation partners are the one who implements SAP or who provides service. Who implements SAP or who provide services. Okay, now which companies are addressed as an implementation partner? All your software companies. We try to call them as implementation partner. For example, Accenture, Cognizant. Okay, we have Wipro, IBM, TCS. All such companies, we try to call them as an implementation partners. So don't get confused with the client and who will be called as an implementation partner. So client is the one who uses SAP application, and implementation partners are the one who provide the services. Now, why we call them as an implementation partners? They have the license. They have the license to implement SAP for any of the client business. They have the license to implement SAP for any of the client business. Okay, so we try to call them as an official partners. Official partners of SAP. They need to get the licenses to provide a solution for the client business. Okay, so people who work at the implementation partner end are going to be addressed as SAP consultants. So this is the designation offered to us, consultant. And people who work at the client location to record the day-to-day transactions, we call them as end users. Okay, so we call them as an end users. So people who work on SAP application at the client location. We call them as an end users, and people who work at the implementation partner and consultants. Okay. So their job role is nothing but feeding the data into SAP. The job role is going to be very limited. Okay, no need to use their head. They just need to feed the data entry job. Okay, whereas consultants are the one who will be taking care of total designing, where we are going to be entirely responsible for developing the application. So that's the reason in SAP we have two screens to focus on. So end users will be working on the front-end application, whereas consultants are going to be working on the back-end application. So we have two screens, front-end and the back-end. So always we try to work out in the back-end, providing the support. So whatever the issues user is facing from the back-end, we are going to be providing an answer for that. Okay, so for this we have some screen names in SAP. When we talk about this SAP, we have two screens. That's what we have understand it: front end and the back end. The front end is going to be under the control of SAP end users, and back end is going to be under the control of SAP consultants. So this front end application name is what we try to call it as an SAP Easy Access, and back end application name we call it as Display IMG. Okay, so they use this particular screen, Easy Access screen, to record the transaction. To record the transaction, this is always going to be under the control of users. Please remember this point. So no consultant is going to be working on this particular screen. So IMG. Now when we talk about this IMG, so IMG stands for implementation kite. Okay, so this is a place where all the developments will be done, will be carried out based on client requirements. All developments are going to be done based on client requirements over here. Now, when I'm talking about these developments, so there are going to be two terms you need to be aware of. First one, configuration. So let me maintain caps. Configurations. And second one, we call it as customizations. Now, what is the difference between these configurations and customizations? So configuration is nothing but working on standard SAP solution. Standard SAP solution. So once we get a requirement from the client, we look into the SAP for that particular requirement, any solution is available or not. If solution is available, you fulfill it. So we call it as configuration in case if you're working out with the standard solution. Whereas when we talk about this customization, develop solution. In SAP, we need to develop the solution because standard SAP is not providing a solution. So we need to design that solution in SAP. Okay. So as a functional consultant, you don't know how to design a solution. For that reason, we try to take the help of ABAPus for the developments. Okay. So normally what happens in the business, the client is going to be there. The client is going to be giving all the requirements to the functional consultants. So we are going to be addressed as functional consultants. We get all the requirements. So once you collect all the requirements, what we do? We check any solution is available or not. If solution is available, we are going to be closing that particular requirement because standard solution is available. In case if standard solution is not available, what we do? As I mentioned, we are going to be updating that to our ABAP, because he's the one who will be writing the code, the screens development. So that's what you mean by customization. Develop the solution. So these are the two things what we do in the backend, working out on the IMG script. Okay. So I'm not getting into more technicalities. I'm just trying to put it in a brief manner what we do in the backend application. Whereas when you talk about this easy access, I was talking about this transaction data. So what you call it as a transaction data, like for example, orders. So sales orders, purchase orders, inbound delivery, stock coming into the company, or outbound delivery, stock going out of the company. Okay. Or you can call it as an incoming payments. Whenever customer is doing a payment, we need to record it. Or whenever company is doing any kind of a payment, we need to record it. So these are all going to be addressed as transaction data, where the data is going to be getting changed frequently. It's not going to be constant. Okay. Now, whereas we have another set of data, address it as master data. So in master data, what happens? Data is going to be constant. Like for example, material information, like material specification is not going to be changing. So it's going to be constant. So customer address is going to be constant. Every day the customer address will be not getting changed up. Okay. Or the vendor supplier details is not going to be getting changed up. So these things we call it as a master data. Data which is going to be constant for a certain period, we call it as a master data. Data which get changed frequently, we call it as a transaction data. So if end user need to record a transaction, so total development need to be carried out from the backend. So that's what we do on SAP. We try to develop the SAP application by doing configuration and customization, so that user can record transaction data as well as master data. Okay, this one is clear. Master material data, like for example, material, like you have some material specification, the size of the product is going to be same. Okay, it's not going to be getting changed on daily basis. Now that is one example of your master data. Second one, now address of the customer, once you update it, is going to be counted for a certain period. Every day the address of the customer will be not getting changed. Okay, so that's the reason we call it as a master data. So values which doesn't get changed frequently, we call it as a master data. Values which get changed frequently, we call it as a transaction data. Now, for example, today you place an order for material X 10 units. Yesterday you place an order for 50 units. So we call it as a transaction data. Okay. Whereas master data, the values are going to be constant. Material description or the material dimensions will be not getting changed up. Customer address will be not getting changed up. So we call it as a master data. Clear? Okay. So this is what I wanted to explain it. Like who will be called as a client, who will be called as an implementation partner, who will be called as an SAP consultant, and the users. Okay. So we have some more things which we need to focus on. So in tomorrow class, I try to give some knowledge on the technicalities of the system, and I try to show you the system functionality as well. So I was talking about this easy access, IMG screen access. So how exactly the screens are going to be looking. So let me show you that one and then come back and try to give you more information related to the consultant job role, dealing with the projects. Okay. Thanks, ma'am. Like today, I try to share these particular videos and the Excel sheets. So give me some time. Like I need to fix up my system. I hope it's done as of now. If possible, I'm going to be sharing it right now, or after a few hours, you will be getting all the stuff. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to be sharing the recordings as well. Right, ma'am. Thanks very much.